Hey guys, it's Venom here with an update deck profile of my Inzektors. I know I've been doing a lot of Inzektor stuff lately and haven't been showing off my other stuff that I've been working on, but Inzektors are like my favorite deck of all time, probably will be for a while now, and I just really love them, so I'm just going to show them off as much as I can. And there are some minor updates in the deck, so I'm going to show you those. And plus my side deck is now pretty much complete, I'm pretty sure, except for maybe one DD Crow. But anyways, Dark Arm Dragon. Dark Arm Dragon's a boss monster for the deck. I would run BLS, but I don't have it, so that's my only real true boss monster of the deck. 2 Gigamantis. Guess you can consider this a boss monster, but it's more for equipping and for its special summoning effect. 2 Inzektor Hopper. 2 is a little bit more consistent than 3. You don't draw into it as much when you don't need it. You rarely normal summon him. Actually, you normally equip him most of the time, but he is a nice emergency normal summon because he's the strongest monster in the deck other than the strongest 4-star or lower monster in the deck, so really good to have that kind of backup there. If you top deck it, it's not necessarily a bad top deck depending on what's in your graveyard, because you can usually attach a Hornet and pop a card on their side of the field, pop their BLS or whatever they're doing that's crazy good that you need to stop. And 3 Inzektor Hornets, staple in any Inzektor deck. They're the only 3 cards in the main deck that I'm still missing. Apparently nobody likes trading Hornets. Hornets are like the card to keep or something, or the card to trade to other people other than me, which I don't understand. 3 Dragonfly, it's staple. 3 Centipede, it's pretty much staple too. Sangan's one of my new additions for the monster lineup. Sangan's really good in here. It's level 3, so you can rank 3 with it. It's a good first turn set and surge. I would run Mystic Tomato in the Armageddon Knight engine, but I find that too slow. I've already tested in the past. That engine's just a little bit too slow. And Mystic Tomato is a level 4, and it's special summons to the field, and I'd rather add to the hand. And plus, Sangan can also add your effect veilers to the hand, so you can have some negation ability early game if you already have most of your combo in your hand, or to where you can get your combos. 2 effect veilers, just to stop stuff that you don't want sitting out there on the field. Whoops, 2 Pot of Duality. I run 2/3 because I find it more consistent. 1 Allure of Darkness. It's a staple draw power for any dark or decks with dark types. 3 Inzektor Swords at Caliber. Inzektor Swords at Caliber is a really good addition to the deck. Even if you don't run Hopper, it's still a really good addition, because if you don't feel like grabbing a Dragonfly or a Gigamantis and you want to grab something different for once with Centipede, you can grab, hey, look at this thing, Inzektor Swords at Caliber. It gives the monster 800 attack, which it has to be an Inzektor that you equip it to, but it has to be 800 attack. And when it's sent from the field to the graveyard, it does not have to be attached or equipped to a monster. It can just be sent. It's when this face-up card is sent to the graveyard from either side of the field, I guess. But anyways, you get to add 1 Inzektor from your graveyard to your hand. So therefore, no matter what they do, as long as this hits the graveyard, you're going to get something back to your hand, which is really nice. Combos really well with Inzektor Centipede and Hopper. Combos extremely well with that. Monster Reborn is just a staple. Dark Hole is a staple. Heavy Storm, another staple. Staples are staples, so you're obviously going to be running a bunch of them. 3 Mystical Space Typhoons. Staples this format. Get rid of those Fiendish Chains, get rid of set cards that you don't want, etc. Just get rid of a bunch of stuff. Full Burial to either send Hornet or Hopper. And if it's late game and you've got a Dark Arm Dragon sitting in deck and you know you're not going to be able to use it that game, go ahead and Force Burial that, so that's 1 less card in your deck that you have to look through, so it makes that card less dead in your deck, or less chance to get a dead draw like that. Book of Moon, it's a staple, and I've always loved Book of Moon. For the traps, you run 3 Call of the Haunted. I added these back in. I took them out when I switched to the Hopper build, but I regret taking them out. Now that they've been put back in, I'm kind of happy. The deck seems to be working a lot better with this. They kill your combo off and you don't have anything to get it back, and you don't top deck something. Call the Haunted, bring it right back, use your combo some more. Call the Haunted just combos so well with this deck. Just so well. Plus, what's wrong with running 4 Monster Reborn? I mean, I like it. Mirror Force, it's a staple. It's not as staple as it used to be, but in my opinion, it's still pretty much a staple. Even in a Spell and Trap Destruction heavy format, I still like it. 2 Solemn Warnings, because they're staple. Solemn Judgment, because it's staple. And the last 2 traps are 2 Torrential Tributes, because they're staple. And they are, I'm happy that that's back up to 2. It makes the game so much better. Now moving on to the extra deck. The extra deck has 2 wind-up Zen mains. Probably the best rank 3 Exceed in the game right now. Really good. Just sets up combos and lets you stall for a little bit. Leviair. Really good when you Allure of Darkness your Dragonfly and then you bring it back a little bit later and combo off of it. It's really fun and your opponent doesn't really expect it all the time. 3 number 20 Giga Brilliance. Really good card. Pumps up all your field. Really good for an OTK move of some sort. 2 Leviathan Dragon. My favorite Exceed in the deck, even though it's not the best. It's still my favorite for some reason. Just really like it. It's always a good option for you when you Exceed. Grinosaurus. This is good against wind-ups and anything with low attack monsters. You attack over their creatures, detach 1, inflict another 1,000 to them. It's a decent card. I would suggest other cards over it. It's just I don't have other cards, so therefore this is what I run. 1 number 30 Acid Golem because it's really good. People say that it's really bad just because of its fact that it ends up inflicting you damage. Well, with an Inzektor deck, you can equip a Hornet to any of your Inzektors and then just pop that right off the field. If it's really getting to be an aggravation to you or something, if it's really starting to inflict a lot of damage to you and it's just sitting out there dead, Inzektor Hornet. I don't see anything wrong with using your Hornet on him. 1 number 39 Utopia, just because it is possible to special summon or normal summon both of your Inzektor hoppers, so it's nice to have that option there. And plus you can steal your opponent's 4-star monsters and do that with it. 1 Inzektor Exabeetle. Inzektor Exabeetle is really a rare occurrence, but if you do manage to pull it off, he's really good. I love him when I do pull him off. For the Synchros, because Effect Veiler is a tuner, you run 1 Armory Arm, 1 Ally of Justice Catastor, and 1 Black Rose Dragon. And that's it for the Synchros, or for the extra deck, not for the Synchros. Hey, I remember when it used to be just Synchros only. Ha! That's funny. Actually, I remembered when it used to be Synchros and Fusions and all that stuff, but then I took an arrow to the knee, because Skyrim's fun. I don't know, I'm talking really random. For the sideboard, or side deck, you have 2 Cyber Dragons, because it's good against everything just about. You have 2 DD Crow, because it kills a lot of stuff that's relying on graveyard, such as wind-ups and Inzektors. 3-dimensional Fissures, because it kills decks that aren't Inzektors, basically, and that aren't, basically just decks that aren't Inzektors, really. That's about the only deck that it kills. 2 Prohibition, new addition to the sideboard that I added in here recently. It's a really good card. Gives, if you have cards that keep coming out, such as a wind-up Rat or wind-up Carrier Zenmaity, stuff like that, you can just call those off and they can't use them for the whole duel. Or for Dino Rabbits, if you go first, just say, "Oh, ha! Rescue Rabbit, what are you going to do now?" And it's really fun to do that. 2 Inzektor Axe Zektohawk, really good equip spell. If you're feeling like you don't have enough attack power, you can add that in. And plus, if you also feel like they're running a whole lot of Dimensional Prisons, or if you feel like they're about to side them in, then side that in, because it's going to be good. 2 Goes Match, it kills wind-ups and heroes, especially. And other than that, it only kills a select few decks. It can kill Dino Rabbits a little bit, but not like majorly. Dino Rabbits can get around that. And lastly, 2 Mirror of Oaths. Mirror of Oaths, mainly for Dino Rabbits, because you can negate one of their 2 dinos that come out off of Rescue Rabbit, and then get a draw off of it. Or for Inzektors, when they special summon Centipede with Dragonfly, you can stop it there. Really good combos there. And that's it for the deck, guys. Rate, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next video.